Hey guys! Merry Christmas to you all out there. Alright, so for my final video on my 2011 Advent calendar, here's what I'm gonna do. Many of you have often asked me to see an updated video of my toy collection room. And normally I'm always hesitant to do it, but it's only because I always feel like it's never finished. It's never set up the way I want it to be set up. I'm always rearranging things and adding things to it, but I thought it would be a cool idea to go ahead and just show you guys the way I've got it set up right now. So, my Christmas present to you guys, hopefully you like it. If I didn't keep the receipt, so you can't take it back. My Christmas present to you guys is a tour of my new toy room in my new house. How about that? So I'm just gonna grab the camera here. I'm gonna grab the camera and I'm gonna show you guys my toy room. Let's go. All right, here we go. Down the stairs. Dun 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 dun. And voila, there it is. My current toy setup in my basement. Now, my basement is partially finished. I know a lot of folks always ask me about like the water problems, and I haven't had any water issues down here yet. I do have drop ceiling and tiled floors, but you can see that I do have my shelves boosted up on these cinder blocks just in case I ever get some water in here. I just would really hate for my stuff to be ruined, but there you go. Here's a quick little overview of the way my room's set up, and then we'll kind of take a look at all these shelves here and see what we've got, huh? All right, so let's go ahead and start down the line. Now we'll go ahead and start right here on this one. This is the Disney shelf, and this is the shelf that my wife has currently down here. We are going to get her another shelf or two to put some more of her stuff on, but you can see all of her cool Disney collectibles, and I don't mind this stuff being down here because it's so awesome. Check it out. This is all of the Tomy Magical Collection stuff that she has, and just a cool assortment of little Disney figurines. Even got some Smurf stuff in there. How about some of that Mattel Aladdin stuff, huh? Love those figures. So yes, that's the Disney shelf. Now we'll move on. Oh, the Four Horsemen section. So you can see there's all my Seventh Kingdom and some Gothotropolis stuff up here. Love these figures. And this right here is kind of like my Glio / independent toy shelf, which is just a bunch of really, really cool stuff. I'm actually running out of room because you can see the Outer Spacemen have kind of taken over, and I actually don't even have all my Outer Spacemen figures up here. So I'm going to have to do some rearranging, but got a lot of cool things up here nonetheless. Got some OMFGs, Glios figures with some zombies from October Toys. There's Galaxor. Some stuff from God Beast up here. Very cool. I love this shelf. Love it to death. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, the next one is a little bit random, and you'll notice that I do have a few random shelves just because I don't have... I try to keep things categorized as best as possible, but there's always things I want to display that I can't really fit anywhere else, so I do stuff like this. Like, you can see some of my Outer Spacemen I need to find room for. But then we've got my Food Fighters and Silverhawks and Bucky O'Hare and Toxic Crusaders. I got all these guys up on this shelf. And moving on down, I got my Tron Legacy stuff, which I really do love these figures. Moving on over to some Captain Power toys. Some of my Star Trek Next Generation stuff. All of these Next Generation toys are the ones I've had since I was a kid, so I love these things to death. Got the Shellcraft there. And you'll see sometimes I got some stuff just sitting kind of in front of the shelves because I don't have room for them on the shelves yet. There's my Combat Carton. There's my Gobots Command Center. Alright, moving down to the next shelf. We got Voltron! So there's Stealth Voltron. And the Stealth Voltron team, which I do really like those figures. And then we've got my Castle of Lions. And I do have the central tower piece. It's just inside the castle because it doesn't fit on the shelf. It's kind of sad. But at least I got my Castle Alliance position there. And got my Panache Plays Voltron team and the Panache Plays Voltron. Here's my San Diego Mattel Voltron. And then second shelf up is just more random Voltron stuff. Lots of Voltron toys just kind of scattered about. And the Computer Warriors! My awesome computer-based playset. And how about them Rock Lords? Whoop whoop! You know I love those Rock Lords. Got a cool Japanese boxed Pulverize back there. There's my cool carded Gobots pencil sharpeners I found in Chinatown in Chicago randomly one day. Had to buy them. My Psykill. And that was some more Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Why not, huh? I just love that Megazord. And yes, I do have a Transformer shelf. Gasp, gasp, what? Yep, I got some Transformers. Not a lot. Got a few Bayformers. Some of these are just because, like, my wife really likes some of these guys, and that's why they're on the shelf. But I really like some of these. And got that Generation Soundwave, which I actually really like. And I love the Human Alliance guy, like right here. Totally reminds me of Mask. Love him. That's this cool little generic mosquito guy that I got at a Big Lots because I used to have him when I was a kid, so I bought him again. It's my Pepsi Optimus Prime, San Diego Soundwave, which I love, and the San Diego Blaster. So yeah, see, I got myself a little bit of a Transformers collection. Not a lot, but got some up there. And then lining the top are my awesome changeables from McDonald's. Now the top of the next shelf is the super awesome part, because it's my Two-Face collection. Yeah, I know, I've got some kind of weird obsession with Two-Face, but he is my favorite Bat villain, and I always buy all the Two-Face figures I can find, so that is why I've got a bunch of Two-Faces up here. And down on my next shelf is my Batman stuff, mostly DC Universe Classics. I try to get as many DC Universe Classics Rogues Gallery characters as I can. So I got another Two-Face here. But there's some other figures in here too that aren't DCUC, like that Poison Ivy, since she's my only option right now until the DCUC one comes out. And then we got some more DC classics. Swamp Thing back there, the Wonder Twins. And then down here we got Marvel Legends. Now, man, I wish I still had all the Marvel Legends I used to have. Pretty much all I've got left is the X-Men. As you can see, these are all X-Men characters. Do got my Sentinel. Love the Sentinel. I used to collect Marvel Legends very, very, very die-hard. And I fell out of them once the line went over to Hasbro, and I sold most of them off. And, yep, still kicking myself for that to this day. You can see some of the other ones. I got some of the Spider-Man ones still, and you can see I still got Spider-Man movie figures positioned here. This one right here, this Ben Reilly, that's a custom I actually made like way back in like 2001 or 2002, something like that. I just found it in my bin and I was like, yeah, I'm displaying that. Why not? He's awesome. I think my custom's better than that one. Yeah, take that. Alright, and then we got some, this is my random superhero shelf down here. I got some Batman Movie Masters. Got some of the cool Young Justice figures, my Shocker Toys, Mucus Tick, some more Marvel Legends figures that I still have. And then I got the Watchmen over here. Love the Watchmen. Alright, and then over here, we're going to start going up the video game shelf. How about that? So we've got my Street Fighter G.I. Joe figures on the playset, mixed in with the Mortal Kombat figures. And then we'll move on up to the Pokemon shelf. Don't act like you don't like Pokemon. I love the Pokemon. And now we got all the cool Mega Man stuff. So here's my Dr. Wily's Lab playset. That came out from Jazzware several years ago, and I got a bunch of the Roto figures. And some of the coolers. Some of the old from the animated series Mega Man figures. I got some of the new Bandai minis. There's the awesome new Bandai Japan D-Arts Mega Man. I got the Kotobukiya ones. I got these old Bandai model kits, which are still among my favorite of the Mega Man figures. This is one of my favorite shelves in my whole collection, I must say. I love these Mega Man toys. Alright, and then we got the Mario shelf. Lots of different Mario figures here. Then as we get over to the right side, it turns into the Zelda shelf. Alright. And continuing with the video game theme, we come down this shelf and we got more of the NECA kind of stuff and some McFarlane toys, but lots of NECA here. So we got like Bionic Commando and Bioshock, Duke Nukem, Assassin's Creed, Castlevania figures. Street Fighter. Over to the God of War stuff. How about Double Dragon? Yeah. And we get a little cuter over here with some Animal Crossing. I love those little things. And some more Zelda. Dragon's Lair, and then we got a section for Sonic. Beautiful Joe. And then we got Earthworm Jim, Primal Rage. Lots of video game figures. Love video game figures. Alright, so then we move over here and we have Thundercats Ho! See my cat's lair. And we got some of the new stuff here. The 8-inch classics, some Icon Hero stuff. There's an assortment of the 4-inch Thundercats. My vintage LJN Thundercats figures. Alright, so then we come down here and we've got my Batman Arkham Asylum stuff from DC Direct. Need to get some of the Arkham City stuff to go with this. Make this shelf a little less plain. And then on the very bottom we've got Sectars. You can see I got Mumra's Tomb just kind of chilling down here. Don't really have a lot of room for it right now. And Thunder Tank's kind of sitting up here. Adventure time! Alright, here's one of my favorite parts. The Ninja Turtles collection! So you can see I got myself a little scene set up on the top here. There's my Technodrome. One of my absolute favorite pieces in my toy collection. I love the Technodrome playset. I got it connected to the Sewer Home playset. I got all kinds of cool stuff going on here. Let's see, we got Wingnut, Baxter Stockman up here, Murdude and the Foot Soldier just kind of climbing out of the Sewer Home. Got a little nice little battle going up on top here. It's one of the few instances in my collection where I actually have like a bit of a scene set up with all the figures. Just because I like the Ninja Turtles playset so much, I had to actually use them. Alright, next shelf down, we got the Turtle Van, we got some of the Toon Turtles stuff. All 4 Toon Turtles right there. The Pizza Thrower. And the cool little mini Technodrome scout vehicle there. And moving down, we got some more different versions of the Turtles. So we got the 2003 Turtles assortment here. Then moving over to the NECA stuff, which is absolutely gorgeous. Wish we had more NECA Turtles to add to the collection for sure. And then we got the movie stuff over here. And then even more Turtles down here. Turtle Trolls, alright. Because my very few TMNT figures from that CGI movie. I'm actually hoping to build that up a little bit. Next Mutation figures. And then because I think they fit in so well, we have the Stone Protectors. So that is my Ninja Turtles display. Alright, let's move over to Ghostbusters! Got the old Kenner Firehouse. Love this playset. Only piece I still need is the sign. Otherwise, everything's there. And the retro actions. Ghostbusters Movie Master stuff. Got the NECA stuff over here too. The Gozer and the Slimer. It's always a big fan of that line too. Next shelf down, we got Skeleton Warriors. Oh, we got a Man Down. Man Down! And here's another one of my random shelves. So we got Pirates of Darkwater, a Captain Planet figure, a few little Dino Riders. We got Shadow Strikers and Mask. And then we got Stay Puft down here too. Mattel San Diego Stay Puft and the old NECA Stay Puft, which I adore. Alright, here's the biggest part of my collection. Dun, 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 dun. So this whole wall is dedicated to Masters of the Universe. My absolute favorite part of the collection. So we'll kind of skim down this whole thing here. My Polly Pocket She-Ra set up there. And then here's my vintage shelf. So we got all the heroes. I'm looking for a better way to display all these at some point, but this white shelf works for now. I'd like it to look a little nicer. All the villains. We've got the Snake Man. Got the Slime Pit in there because I love the Slime Pit. We got the Evil Horde. Oh yeah. Here's my Princess of Power shelf. It's a little bare. But it's building up. It's building up. Yep. Crystal Swiftwind, bow, arrow. Need to complete my bow. Got Cowl. She-Ra, Angela, Frosta, Claudine, Double Trouble. So that's my Princess of Power collection currently. Crazy enough, bigger than that is my New Adventures collection. So I have Nordor, which is one of the coolest playsets. Love Nordor. Skeletor, Flog, Optic, Slush Head. The heroes are all kind of squished over here. I need more room. Alright, so I kind of have the play sets down along the bottom here. So there's the Crystal Castle and the Fright Zone. I got some other random vehicles around here. Then over to this side, Castle Grayskull, both versions, 2000X, the original, Snake Mountain, some more vehicles down there. Roton and my Monogram Roton right next to it. 2000X. Villains in the middle. heroes there. And then, occupying the widest amount of space right now is Classics. Masters of the Universe Classics. So here's how I display my Classics, for anybody ever wondering. Got my Cosmic Warriors over here. Princess of Power in the middle. Princess of Power is going to have to get a bigger section eventually. My Royal Family. And this is kind of like my little 2000X area. You can see I put like a 2000X harness on He-Man. He's got the 2000X sword. King Grayskull. I'm using the stands with the weapons rack currently. I thought that was kind of a neat little setup. Here's my little 2000X cluster. So we got Keldor and Count Marzo and Battleground Evelyn and Faceless One and Chief Carnivus, all kind of in this little posse here. And this is like my little custom section. Mostly this is, I got my Hunter Knight Pixel Dan. And I got some cool custom heads from Kevin Cosey and some Spy Monkey accessories. So displaying my own little custom section there. Then I have a section for the Toys R Us 2-packs. Got He-Man fighting Superman over here, just recreating the cover. And then my one Snake Man, King Hiss. Eventually I'll need a bigger section for the Snake Man, I imagine. And there's my Horde. Alright, so this up here I guess would be my pre-Eternia shelf. Went ahead and stuck Battleground Tila's up there. I had her positioned with Vicor, but now that Demo Man's around, I actually got those two next to each other. So you can see I got the original San Diego, King Grayskull, Hero, Green Goddess. There's Vicor and Demo Man. Gygor, Megator. So that's all the pre-Eternia shelf there. Wind Raider. I don't have a pilot in it because I'm not sure who I want to pilot it at the moment. Then we've got all the heroes. And I got Battle Armor He-Man riding Battle Cat over here. And then all the villains. Same thing, Battle Armor Skeletor and Panther. Ocala Skeletor, love it. Wasn't really sure where to put it, so he's just sitting right there right now, but love it, love it. And then we've got the NECA stuff. So we've got the busts. I don't have the Hordak bust, unfortunately. I can't remember if that's the only one I'm missing. I think there might have been another one. Excellent knowledge there. And micro busts. I got all the Stactions here. Woo! Got my San Diego Keldor back there because I love that figure. I like him in the box, so got him in the box there. So yeah, love it. Love the Stactions. Love the busts. And there's the Molar Skeletor set. It's just kind of chilling up there on its own. It's an awesome print. Was done by some really cool, awesome artists. You might know those guys. Always a big fan of these too, so got that there. So that's my Masters of the Universe section. There we go. Move over to the other side of the room, which is kind of like my gaming side, and you can see that my Masters of the Universe does kind of bleed on over here. So I got a bunch of the classics hanging up. I don't have all of them hanging up, but I do have an assortment. A lot of them are still in mailers too, just stacked up. And then I got some vintage figures hanging up. Got another Mosquitor Staction because you can never have too many Mosquitors. Some of the commemorative stuff, New Adventure stuff. And then this here is my gaming area. So you can see I've got a selection of Star Wars Unleashed sitting up top, and then we've got, you know, just a small little TV, but it's hooked up to all my gaming stuff. So I got my Sega Genesis and Sega CD, Sega Master System, original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Famicom, Nintendo 64, TurboGrafx 16, Dreamcast, GameCube, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1. All of those are hooked up. They're all running, so anytime I want to come over here and play, I can pop on over here. I can sit down on my little couch that I got down here and play some old video games. Got my Virtual Boy. Just kind of get an idea of some of my gaming stuff sitting here. Some reading material. Some desktop reading material. Can't go wrong. And lastly, a small selection of Star Wars statues. Now, I do actually have a huge collection of Star Wars figures as well, but unfortunately I just don't have the space right now to get them out. You can see that I got this big blank space. My plan is to wrap more shelves around here and fill it up with more toys. Hopefully some of my Star Wars stuff will get out. But yeah, I'll show you guys this. This is kind of... I got a big section. I got lots of stuff, but we'll come over here to the other side of the basement and you can see all that stuff. That's all totes and stuff and boxes of things that I don't actually have out, that I don't have room for. So you can see that I do need some more shelves, and I could always use more space, and I do kind of have to pick and choose exactly what I'm going to display, but for the most part, I am very happy with my new toy room. It's been a long time since I've been able to display my stuff like this, and I think it's pretty awesome. It's coming together well, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this look. So there you go, guys. That's my current toy room. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed my 25 days of toy reviews. It's been a real challenge, but I've had a blast doing it. And I just want to thank all of you guys for your support. I greatly appreciate it. I love the fact that you guys always send me awesome messages, and I love the comments, and thank you for your subscriptions, and please keep watching. I hope you guys all have a very happy holidays, a very Merry Christmas, and I'll probably see you all in the new year. Until next time.